Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Scott Suscrew back with another video. And today we're going to discuss some things about homesteading, some little tricks and tips and points that I'd like to bring up to your attention. Number one, standing water. Okay, so standing water. Currently I have my pumps off right now. We're in the middle of a tornado outbreak or severe storm outbreak right now. As you guys can see, it's pretty nasty out here. Standing water. You will get bacteria, you will get mosquito larvae, whatever this is all, whatever it is today, I don't know. So make sure that you have standing water in your property, like cute little ponds. Make sure that you treat them with bacteria, and make sure you treat them for mosquito eggs. You can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. You can buy mosquito packs where they throw in a pond and they rapidly dissolve or slowly dissolve and get rid of your mosquito problem. Especially if your pond is going to be for animals to drink out of, which this will end up being for ducks as soon as I get this cage built for these ducks. Speaking of ducks, my new duck coop. Check this out, people. Isn't that cute? Look at that. This thing is taller than I am. I'm 6'2", and it's a little bit taller than I am. The bridge is down. The bridge is put up right now because I had to move it and I didn't want to break it. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cute. Nice inside there. Anyways, okay, so while we're here, let's talk about this. Wiring, fencing. I have this, right? Can a coyote, a fox, a wolf, a bobcat, a whatever get inside of here? You're like, no, it can't. No, it can. Reinforce your wiring. If you get the ones with just staples behind, staples behind here, hold it together. Of course, this one has none, and those because this is nicer. The one in my bedroom, my extra bedroom with the chickens, does have staples in it, holding them, tacking it in place. Reinforce your wiring. Whether you use screws, whether you use extra wood, whether you use staples. Don't just assume because you buy from buy this chicken coop from Lowe's, Home Depot, Tractor Supply, that it's going to be adequate to keep the animals out. Next thing you need to do, double. I'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, so next thing, let's talk about strategically placing your crops and your plants where they don't get damaged by the elements. Example, my poor banana tree was standing up great today, and we had 70-mile-an-hour winds for the past, 8 hours. Look at my banana tree now, poor little guy. The cool thing though is I do have another banana tree here growing. This has been here about 3 weeks, and then 2 days ago I watered my crops, and this banana tree was not here. This banana tree is new. I have another banana tree right here growing, new. I have another banana tree right here growing, new. So when these all grow, I have an option to move these or keep them in a grove, because if they're in a grove type area, they're going to be further supportive against the elements. So I'll probably leave them in the grove area. Okay. Next thing you do, since we're talking about plants, I'll give you an example. Come walk with me. Okay. Next thing, supporting your trees as they grow. The wind out here where I'm at is literally nonstop. It'd be might be a 5-mile-an-hour wind or 80-mile-an-hour wind, but it's nonstop. Make sure that you support your plants where they'll stay up in the harsh elements. And make sure you support them where, if you want this plant to grow, this is a grapefruit tree. You want it to stand up straight right here, obviously you need something stronger and taller to make sure it stands up and not bends like that. Okay. Example here again, my olive tree. I got numerous olive trees here, but supported. Okay. Next thing y'all need to think about is property. Property, freaking property. Property, everywhere's property. You have to mow this stuff, people. You have to freaking mow, bro. And let me just tell you, you can have a little bit of property and get you a little lawnmower. That's fine. Or you can break up your mowing in several days' time, but you have to mow. Fortunately, the front 2 acres of my property, all this I'm walking on now is sod. The front 2 acres, all the way to these trees is sod. About 15 foot past these trees is sod. Down my whole property, all the way down there. Okay, so mowing. Think about it. The next thing is gonna be, let's see, snakes in your chicken coop. How do you keep snakes out? Well, let me tell you. Every little place a snake has to hide, example, bam, wood pile, snake pit, potentially. Okay, little rock fireplace over there, a little fire pit. Those rocks right there, you see, on the right here. Snake, there could be snakes under there. Chicken coop, snakes. So let me give you an example of snakes also. People try to use a little 1/2-inch wire over top of their regular wire to keep snakes out. Well, look, let me tell you something. Look, okay, I don't know if there's a snake back here, so I'm gonna be cautious because I don't want to get bit right now. We got tornadoes going on, and I ain't time to go to the hospital. Poultry wire, bruh, a snake can go right through that, no problem at all. Okay, so you're like, oh, I can put bird netting up. Okay, well, bird netting works pretty good. You can put bird netting up, and a snake will get caught in the bird netting, and it will die. You just have to do snake removal. Okay, no snake alarms, snake alerts, snake sirens, snake whatever, the solar power ones you buy don't work. The chemical snake remover doesn't work. Now garlic, I hear, does work. If you plant garlic around your, chicken coops and whatnot, I heard that will work. Haven't tried it yet, may try it, I don't know. I've only seen one snake on my property, and it was way over there, and I didn't care about it. I try to let it live and let live, but it could be a situation where you guys don't like snakes and you want them gone. Next thing, also, weed control. You have to control your weeds, man. Weeds. You have to weed eat like a mother beeper, okay? So you got lemon tree there, lemon tree over there. We got 47 leaflet cypresses going out in front of the property. It's gonna be a privacy fence. Oh, here's a big one. Watering your crops, watering your plants. It takes me literally 2.5 hours every single day, or every other day, to water all my crops. So we started off small, 1 or 2 items, and then it just bloomed out, and every time I turn around, I'm buying more stuff. So it takes me 2.5 hours now to water my crops. I do have a sunbird irrigation system out here, however, it only stretches so far. So strategically place your crops where it makes it easier for you to water them, because if you neglect your crops, they're going to die. When your crops die, then guess what happens? You don't get food anymore. And the whole point of gardening, I assume, is for food. A secondary point of gardening, I assume, is going to be for, I don't know, selling purposes. Okay, so now as you see, we were way down there, and now we're over here. My property goes all the way to those trees way over there. Okay, so then my property goes, let's see if I can sneak back through here without getting bit, a tree falling on my head. We got 70-mile-an-hour winds right now. So I had to cut that down, but look, my property, kids. All this is my property, and past those trees back there's my property also. I got a Christmas tree farm growing over there. So anyways, mowing, lawn care, weed eating, snakes. They come, okay? We need to think about these things, people.